Welcome to Gillham Vineyard Hotel. I hope you're enjoying your stay. Welcome to Hotel Winery. This is our shop. You can find all of the products here, from the scent that is used in your room to some olive oil that we take it from the garden. We have some handmade grape soap. You can smell them. They smell lovely.
Oh, very nice.
Thank you. We have bottle openers that we use, keychains, key holders, and of course the most important product of the wine is the wood. At the moment we have 9 different types of wines. The rest of them, Gillham Red House wine and our Harvest of 2016, also coming from Israel. Okay, cool. So on your left side you can see our vineyard. In general we have 4 hectares of ground, and this is the garden for the red varieties or red grapes. In general we have 6 different types of grapes: Grenache, Petit Verdot, Cabernet Sauvignon, Cabernet Franc, Shiraz. So if we walk up this way we can see the rest of our vineyard, which is for white grapes. In general we have 2 different types of Sauvignon Blanc and Chenin Blanc. At the moment, as you can see, if you pay attention, there is no fruit on the trees. We're gonna give it up to 2 months time, and then we're gonna have the next harvest. Usually in here it is from mid-July until like around end of September. It really depends on the weather though, because like sometimes in Cyprus it's like too boiling and hot that can like affect the grapes in a bad way, and you don't want that. You don't want your like grape to be too sweet. So as I said, we do it in the summer, the harvest time. Our winemaker, she prefers the quality over quantity, so we try to do everything as much as possible with hands instead of using machines. Also the harvest is done by my friends working in the field with cutters, something that can take like 4 or 5 hours. With machines we do it in almost a week to collect all the fruit and take it to the winery. And our winery or factory is exactly here. We're gonna have a look, of course. One of our biggest advantages is that the garden is next to the winery. We don't buy the fruit. It doesn't have to go through a lot to get to the factory, and all these factors affect the quality of your wine. If you have any questions about the trees, about the harvest time, anything, please ask me.
So you only have one harvest a year?
Yes. So about our logo and the name of the winery. The circular shape that you can see represents an ancient coin that was discovered in South Cyprus in Paphos. And the bird in the center is showing you a local bird that you can only find it in Cyprus. It's a wheater. It's called Cyprus wheater. About the name of the winery is coming after one of our co-founders' late wife. So they have this construction company. They used to travel a lot to Cyprus. She didn't like any of the wines really here. She was like, you know what? I'm gonna have my own wine.
Oh.
He really liked the idea. They started building it up, but unfortunately before we opened up in 2017, she passed away in 2016 and she couldn't see the dream come true. So to respect her and to remember her, we chose her name for the winery. Also, they're initially from Israel. They're Jewish people. In Jewish culture, a bird is a way to remember the person.
Oh, that's very sweet.
So this is our Wall of Fame. These are all the medals and awards that we got to win just last year in 2023. We sent 2 different wines of Primus and Novus, 2 different harvests of 2017 and 2018, and these are the medals that they got to win.
Oh.
So welcome to the winery. Here is where the magic happens.
Okay.
On this side you can see our winemaker's office. I would like to take my time to talk about her. Her name is Lynn Gold. She's from Israel. She almost has been working in this industry for 16 years, and she studied how to make wine in Australia. This is her factory. She ordered all these tanks and machines to Italy, Germany, and France. On this side, you can see the tanks for white wine, and on the other side, you can see the tanks for red. By a simple look, you can realize that the tanks for red wine are bigger, and we have more tanks. So we just produce more red wine than white. Now imagine the harvest is done. We already collected all the fruit. We open this big door, all the fruit is coming inside. The first step is going to be weighing the product. We want to see how much fruit we got. Based on that, we're going to produce between 30,000 to 80,000 bottles a year. After that, the first two machines that we use are these two. This is the D-step and this is the crusher. So all the fruit falls into this part of the machine. And if you have a look from this side, you can see how it works. We're going to turn the machine on. The hands inside are going to rotate so fast to the point that the berries are separated from the clusters and the leaves. Whatever that we don't need is going to go to the garbage, and the rest of them, the berries will fall here and then to the crusher. Of course, the crusher is going to mix them a little bit. Here we're going to end up with a mixture of the juice, the flesh, the skin, the seeds, everything, yeah? Two possibilities can happen. Either we're going to produce white wine or red wine. For white wine, it's one step easier because of the color. We'll take everything directly to this machine, which is the press machine. If you remember, back in time, people would walk on the
yes.
press to take the juice out. But of course, now this is more hygienic, saves us time, and we're going to start pressing. The juice is falling into this tank. The winemaker, she's taking samples. As soon as she's happy with the results, we're going to end up the procedure, yeah? And the rest of the stuff will go to our spa. I'm sure you know it's a wine spa. They're going to produce the scrubs, the creams, and the sauce. Go back to winemaking. We'll take the juice. It's going to go to our tanks for fermentation. About our white wine, it's a young white wine. By that I mean the grapes that we planted here are not meant to be aged. So they're going to just be fermented and then bottled. Let's go back to this point. We want to produce red wine. Let me ask you, do you know where does color of red wine come from? Which part of the grape?
The skin?
Good. So if you bite a red grape from the middle, you can see that the flesh is kind of clear. And all the color is like in the seeds and the skin. Now the juice is fresh. It doesn't have the red color that we need to make red wine. So instead of the press machine, everything will go to one of the tanks. It will stay there for like fermentation and for the sake of the color to be absorbed. Yeah. And then when she's happy with the color, we're gonna take everything to this machine. Now, like it takes around 2 weeks. Yeah. And after that, the juice is ready enough. We're gonna take the juice to another tank for fermentation. Any questions?
No.
Tanks themselves. The smallest tank that we have is number 2. The capacity is 1,000 liters, and the biggest that we have is number 13, which is on the other side. The capacity is 12,000 liters. The material that is used is stainless steel. They're like big refrigerators, 2 big layers, and in between nitrogen is going on. Cooling down the system. Here you can see the temperature usually if the tank is full. It's very important for us to keep it between 12 to 15 degrees Celsius. Why? Because this is the range of the temperature or degree that fermentation happens like on. Yep. Yes, please.
It's huge.
After the fermentation, we're gonna have the filtration. Of course, we want to filter the wine. This is one of the machines that we use. It's a high pressure filter machine. We're going to take this machine next to one of the tanks. We're going to connect it with those pipes that you can see on the wall to this machine. The wine is going to go through this machine. If we open the machine, we can see that there are some layers inside. So the wine will go inside, it will put pressure on it, so it has to go through those layers, and that's how it's going to be filtered. It's going to come out of this outlet, we'll go to another tank, and we're going to repeat this procedure up to like maybe 5-6 times. Why? Because we want the wine to be clear. People who are like more into drinking natural wine, they might like it hazy and like cloudy a little bit, but in general, people want to see something like normal and clear on their table. They don't want to see like those sediments and stuff. So,
Yes.
Depending on what type of wine we filtered and what she's asking for, either it can go back to the tanks for fermentation, or it can go for bottling, or it can go downstairs for aging. Downstairs, exactly below us, we have the barrel room. Yep, we're gonna go there. We use it for our red grapes to be aged, between 14 to 20 months. After that, when they're old enough, we're gonna take everything up through those motors or those machines, yeah, because it is against the gravity, and then we're ready for bottling. This is our bottling line. Here we wash inside the bottles, yeah, and then we will fill inside them with carbon dioxide because we don't want oxygen to spoil the wines. The bottles will immediately be filled with wine, and then this is the cork machine. The cork that we use here was ordered to Portugal, yeah, and the material is white oak. Then the bottle is gonna go through this machine, which is the label machine. The final product is gonna be here. Either it can go to our storage, which is here, or to the shop for sale. And that's it. Do you have any questions?
No, no. The winemaker sounds very precise.
She is. Did you see that board?
No, I didn't see it.
Pay attention to those numbers.
Okay.
So welcome to the barrel room. Here you can see the rest of the pipes. It's how we're connected to upstairs. And these barrels that you can see here, most of them they were ordered to France. And the rest of them either they're Italian or Portuguese. The material or the wood that is used is white oak. It's one of the best woods that you can age your wine in. You can see 4 different numbers on every barrel. We write them with black ink, yeah. The first 2 numbers is showing you the year that we bought them and they sent it to us, and the second 2 numbers is just the number of the barrel itself. The smallest barrel's capacity is 225 liters, and the biggest is 350. We usually use every barrel for 4 years or for 4 rounds of winemaking. Why is that? Is because after that it's not going to give as much aroma and texture to your wine anymore. Then it is the winemaker who can decide what to do with it. Either she can sell it, usually whiskey producers are after them, or she can keep them for a wine bar, for a hotel, for aesthetic purposes. Yeah? And about the room, as you can see, we're kind of under the ground. We're not exposed to the sun. It's built in a way that can keep the temperature cool, because the temperature and the humidity of the room are of concern for us. It's very important, usually to keep the temperature between 12 to 15 degrees Celsius, as we talked about it. And also the humidity is usually between 70 to 80%, because we don't want the wine to evaporate. To be more precise and exact, the best temperature for the wine to keep aging is 13.5 degrees Celsius. So under that condition and temperature, it doesn't matter if the wine is in the barrels or in the bottles, because as you can see, we're also keeping some of the bottles here. The wine is going to keep aging and getting better.
Okay.
Yeah? Please, if you have any questions, ask me, and feel free to take pictures. Yes?
So I have a bottle of the 2016 that you showed us. I forgot about the temperature and everything. So did I? It's in a cupboard in the kitchen.
Open it and try it.
Okay.
Because like we're also keeping the bottles that we want to sell outside.
Oh.
We're not keeping them under this temperature. It's just that usually like big companies, like when they produce wine, they add additives. Yeah. So the wine is able to survive like outside of this range of temperature. But like for people who they want like to age the wine or like to keep the wine, you know, and then drink it, that would be the best temperature.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
We're gonna try 6 different types of our wines today. Yeah. And how do we do it? If you pay attention to the paper that you have here, it's written color, aroma, and taste. First, we start with the color of every wine. We're gonna discuss it, talk about it, yeah. And then we're gonna smell the wine. We're gonna get your mind prepared, yeah, for what you're gonna taste, and then we will taste it. We're gonna talk about some factors that are different about every wine and like the personality of every wine. Yeah, cool? So, the first wine that we're gonna try is Rosé. This is harvest of 2023, last summer, harvested here. All the fruit was coming from this vineyard, so it's a Cypriot one. Alcohol percentage is 11%. And about Rosé wine, yeah? It's not a red wine, it's not a white wine, it's not a mixture of both, it's just a technical wine. Remember the point that I told you, we're gonna wait for the juice to absorb the color? This wine is gonna skip that part, yeah, and it's immediately gonna go for fermentation. And the thing about this wine is that the juice is coming from Grenache grape, which is a red type of Spanish grape. Yeah, and the color, why is it pink? Before she released the wine, before she started bottling, she's gonna add some color to it, which is coming from Shiraz grape, which is another type of red French. Okay, let's try this wine to see. So, for your colors for this wine, your options are maybe salmon and orange. Which one do you think this is closer to? Salmon. Very good. Salmon. Yeah. And then we want to smell the one. Let's hold the glass a little bit and then smell it. For your aroma section, you have a range from low to healthy. What do you think? Like, how much does it smell, first of all? I would say something between moderate to aromatic, depending on your nose and like how much like you can pick up. Yeah, it can be like all of the answers are so personal. They're like some people that think so differently from what I usually get. I cannot prove anybody wrong. Okay. So the type of aromas that you get here: peach, rose water, passion fruit. Usually rosé wines, they have very like, refreshing kind of aromas. Okay? And now, let's drink a little bit of water and then try the wine. You have body, acidity, flavor intensity, and finish and cream. Body talks about the fact that when you drink any wine, how heavy it is in your mouth. Yeah? So for this wine, what do you think? You have light body, medium and full body. Medium. I would say this is light body to medium. Yeah? And then you have the acidity, which means like how sour the wine is for you. Then you have some adjectives: crisp, fresh, smooth, and flabby. Crisp is literally like too acidic that you get more saliva in your mouth when you drink the wine. Like it's like this kind of feeling. Fresh is acidic, but not as much as crisp. You don't get more water, but just it's very cool and refreshing in your mouth. Then you have smooth, which means it's not as acidic, like it's very softer. And then you have flabby, which is not a good way to describe a wine. They use it when the wine is not balanced in form of pH or the acidity or And what do you think about this one? Which one between crisp and fresh? I would say for you.
Maybe fresh.
Okay, yeah, what do you think? What do you think about the flavor intensity? Flavor intensity means when you drink the wine, do you get like a lot of different tastes? And or not really, it's just very mild and mellow.
I think it's a build-up, so I have different tastes all the time.
Okay. So I'll say moderate. Like it's not too strong, too mild. And then the finish or the aftertaste of the wine talks about the fact that when you swallow the wine, for how long you can still remember the taste in your mouth. If it is between 1 to 3 seconds, it's short. 3 to 6, you know, anything like more than 7, 8, 10 seconds is like linear. So, the next wine that we're gonna try is Sauvignon Blanc, harvest of 2023, last summer. Again, it was just pressed, fermented, and then bottled. No aging procedure. Alcohol percentage for this wine this year is 12, and it's just a pure blend of Sauvignon. That's the only grape that is used to make this wine. Let's try the wine. To help you see the color of this wine better, please open your napkins. Yeah. Cover the bottom of your glass or around the wine with it, just this way. Okay, yeah, now it gets like easier for you to see. And the best condition would be during the day in natural light, but now it's kind of darker. So, for your options for this one, you have greenish, straw yellow, and gold. What do you think? Greenish. Very good. It has a touch of green, yeah? And if you compare it to the next
moderate.
I would say it's moderate to aromatic. Yep. And what type of aromas does it remind you of anything specific by any chance?
It did actually.
Okay. It might be a bit zesty, like lemon zest,
Yes, yes.
green apple. Yeah. And now I want to get the aromas a little bit stronger. So please cover the top of your glass with your napkin. Time to smell.
Wow.
It gets strong. Now you might smell melon, pear, fresh cut grass, cucumber, this kind of aromas.
I get pear a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Sauvignon Blanc is usually very sharp and strong grape for white wine. Yep. Now please drink a bit of water, refresh your palate. You want to try the wine. So, is it what you expected from what you already smelled, or?
Not what I expected.
So, tell me about the body of the wine. How heavy and strong is it for you?
It's heavy. For me, it's
I would say it's
heavy.
medium body.
Oh, okay.
A little bit stronger than rosé. Yes. What about the acidity? How sour it is for you?
Crispy.
Very good. It's crispy.
Very.
Okay. Flavor intensity.
For me, it was powerful.
Yes, very good. It's strong. And what about the aftertaste or the finish of your wine?
Short.
Short to medium, yeah, 4 or 5 seconds and it will be gone. Would it be something that you choose to drink? Or?
Yes, actually.
Cool.
I usually drink rosé.
Okay.
But yeah, I like that.
So,
Close to English.
our next wine is Gillham White. It's a house wine. This is a blend of 2 different types of grapes, Sauvignon Blanc and Chenin. So the Sauvignon part is the dominant grape of this wine, and then Chenin is less than Sauvignon. But the Chenin part was aged in the barrels for only 6 months. Yeah, harvest of 2022, 2 summers ago, and the alcohol percentage of this wine is 2 low. Yeah, let's try it. So let's start with the color of this wine. Let's talk about it. Yep.
Okay. This is
Royal. Definitely you see what we're talking
Yes,
about
yes.
now. Yeah. This dark color, this shade for white wine is kind of maybe too much. Yep. It's showing that a part of your wine was aged. That's how it's bringing it. Okay. Let's smell the wine. Let's first just. And what type of aroma do you get in comparison to Sauvignon? Yeah, of course, because the dominant part is still Sauvignon. Yeah, kind of.
Okay, I want to try and do this.
Okay. First, you might smell like peach and sweet kind of aromas, but then
Sweet, yeah.
yeah, the green apple and the cucumber might come. Sweet notes, very sweet notes, and it might smell a bit creamier than Sauvignon.
I'm getting a hit of oaky root.
Because a part of it was aged.
Oh.
Yeah, very good. So now let's taste. You prefer this one?
To that one, yes.
Okay. So the body,
Medium light.
medium, very good. Acidity, I would say less than Sauvignon.
Yes.
So it's fresh. Flavor intensity is also less moderate. What about the aftertaste?
This is short. Okay, that's short.
Yes. So we're gonna move to our red wines. The first one that we're gonna try is Gillham Red. This is a house wine. This is a blend of Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, and Shiraz. The dominant grape here is Cabernet Sauvignon. Yep. Alcohol percentage is 13%, and this is harvest of 2020. Yep. Let's try the wine. For the color of red wine, it is a little bit different from white wine, let me tell you. So, yes, you can have like a napkin, and then give your glass a degree like 45 to 50. And then you look from the top. The color that you can see here on the edge, yeah, is closer to the actual color of the wine, or like maybe you can do it here, so you can see. For your options for this one, you have ruby red, purple, and brick. Brick means like a little bit brown or orange. What do you think?
It's red.
It's ruby. Ruby is also red, but it's like a pale kind of red.
This is the Gillham Red?
This is Gillham Red.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, this is aromatic, definitely. You can pick up specific aromas. And to be more exact, it's like strawberry, cranberry, pomegranate, like cherry.
Pomegranate and cranberry.
Definitely. And at the same time, it might smell a bit spicy, a touch of black pepper. Yeah? So, now it does. It smells like perfume.
Yeah.
Let's drink a little bit of water and then taste the wine.
That's good. That's great.
Body, how strong it was in your mouth? Was it like too heavy and thick and like, or not really? Is it full? It's medium. I think that's made you maybe feel like it's full, but it's the acidity. It is fresh, yeah. It's a range, yeah. So definitely a refreshing red wine. It's high in acidity, yeah. And then if you pay attention, you have a new like category for red wines, which is tannins. Tannins happens in red wines because of the molecules that you have in the skin and the seeds of red grapes, and also the aging procedure. So some like stuff or molecules, they enter the structure of the wine from the oak barrels. Yep, you get some bitterness. How bitter is this wine for you? Like, is it too much or
It's moderate.
moderate to high? I would say it's a bitter wine kind of. And then you have types of tannins. Then you have dry, round, soft, and tight. Dry, you can feel like your mouth is like so dry, especially the tip of your tongue, and even like sometimes inside your lips. You feel like I need to drink more wine. I need to drink some water. There's no like water in your mouth anymore. And then you have round, which kind of like triggers your lower jaw and like inside your chest, like you get like as if it's like playing. Yeah. If it is tight, it's literally too like bitter that you're like that feeling. And then you have which one? Soft. Soft is it's like just easier to drink in comparison to dry wines.
Getting dry.
Definitely. What about the aftertaste?
It's lingering
Is it?
for me.
I would say it's moderate, but it's okay, acceptable. What do you think about this wine? Would you drink it again or no? So this wine, since I told you It's a bit spicy. It does very well next to spicy food, like spicy pasta and chicken. I don't recommend it next to steak since it's not a full-bodied one. We have better options for steak and like greasy bits. Cool. Ham also because it's a bit smoked. Smoked cheese. This kind of stuff like this. Next to it. Our next one is Novus. Novus in Latin means new. This is one of the award winners of last year, one bronze medal. And apple percentage of this harvest, which is harvest of 2018, coming from this vineyard, the Cypriot wine, is 14.5. 14.1, sorry. A bit like slightly higher than Gillham Red, yeah. And the grapes that we used here are Cabernet Sauvignon Narvaez. The exact grapes is the previous one. It's just the formula and the percentages that she played with that led into like two different ones. Let's try the wine. Let's see how it turned out.
How did we meet the winemaker? I like her so much. From how you explained it.
Yeah, she's really like, she's different. She's a different like human being. Really like you need a lot of knowledge, a lot of like courage, ambition, you know, to like they made it from scratch. She like planted everything, all the calculations, like the history of the soil here. They did all the experiments, and then how they planted the slope, the angles. She's just genius. Honestly, she's a genius.
It goes down to the soil. Wow. Okay.
Everything, all factors. The water that we give to them, the pesticides, I don't know. Every single thing. She should think about all of that. Like all of these machines and how she got them to Cyprus. And like the way she was talking about them. Oh man, that's the thing. I would do that, but like hats off. Okay, about this wine, let's see how it looks. This is the previous one, if you want to compare. Let's see what you think.
This is a lot darker.
Very good. So you see mine?
Yep.
And you see yours? Yours is like richer in color, it's a darker shade. Telling you basically I'm a stronger wine. Like the color, you can understand you're facing a rich wine. Okay. I would say it's a blood red wine. You see, the color is red. Let's smell the wine.
That's very aromatic.
This is powerful. Yep, very good. And the types of aromas that you get, nice combo. So you might get like fruit. The type of fruit would be blackberry, kind of like sweet blackberry, this type of aromas. And then at the same time you might get cocoa, chocolate, honey, toffee. And then again you might get like leather, cigar, soil, this kind of like earthy vibes. Yeah? Leather, Totun, Sigara, very gentle. Yeah. Okay. Let's drink a bit of water first and then try the wine to see.
That's a journey. Because
Right,
it
thank you.
starts sweet, then
Exactly.
it goes sour.
For me, it starts like it has a kick, like it's too bitter for me, and then it's like soft. I'm like the body, I would say medium flow. It's a bit like more viscosity, more alcohol to it. So medium full bodied. Acidity is still high, but less than Gillham Red. Yeah, it still has like acidity, but way less than white wines and this one. And then you have tannins. Is it too bitter or not really?
It's bitter.
It is bitter. Yeah, high in tannins and acidity. Then the type of tannins I would say is kind of round. If you like keep drinking and like make sure that you have it all around your mouth, and after like a few seconds you can feel like something a little bit around your even ears, from ear to ear. Yeah, you get something. And this is the So this wine next to goat cheese, cheddar, and minced meats, this kind of food. Very nice. Which one do you prefer? This one or this one?
I still go with this one.
You still go with the first one. I'm not a challenger.
The Gillham bread you said
Yeah.
that would go with.
In terms of cheese, would be smoked cheese.
Okay.
In terms of food, ham, spicy pasta, chicken. Yeah. Our last one. This is aura. Aura in Latin means air, wind, spirit. Yeah. Alcohol percentage, this is 14.5, the highest that we get to try. But if you want like stronger wines, Primus and Flamme 15%. Okay. Harvest of 2016. This was harvested in Israel and then brought to Cyprus. Yep. And this is a blend of Merlot, Cabernet Sauvignon, and Shiraz. So the dominant beer here is Merlot. If you're a Merlot drinker, you might like this wine. And so what Merlot usually brings, first things first, it has a very good capacity for being aged. Yeah, very strong grape. And then it's really soft and smooth. So let's try this one. Okay. So, and at the same time, since it smells a little bit sweet, blue cheese, jam, and bread, nice combo. Yeah. And also does very well next to fish and shrimp, surprisingly.
Okay.
And this is about Aura.
You're
welcome.
very articulate with everything that you say, and yeah, this was a good experience.
I really hope you enjoy.
I've done this before.
Yeah, here or
Here, yeah.
Oh.
I've been here before,
Aw.
but you explain it. Let me not say it like that, but you explain it better, and yeah, I enjoyed it more.
Oh. It's such a compliment for me. Like honestly, yeah. Would you like anything else?
No, thank you.
You good?
Thank you.
You're just gorgeous.
Is this ours?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Because I wrote a lot of notes.
Yeah, every time you can just, whenever you come here, you can remember like, yeah, this was my favorite, or like when you want to order food or order the wine, it can help you.
Okay. Yeah. This is definitely my favorite red.
Thank you.
Of course. You are so sweet, and I enjoyed this very much. Thank
Sweet of you. Thank you.
you. A little tipsy, but I enjoyed it.
That's nice. Why not? You deserve it.
Thank you. Okay, I don't know how good the lighting is, but we are done with the wine tasting. Enjoyed it. Absolutely enjoyed it. And I am tipsy, guys. So thank you so much for watching. If you've gotten to this part of the video, please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you next Sunday.
With no